Kotoko finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. This awakens something inside of Daisaku. RNG. Stop. At least that wasn't Haiji, because that would have been the most cursed thing that has ever happened in these games. Good day, good people, and another fine day in the year of the Ascent. Toon Link, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalocaris. Few know me as the ultimate distraction. But to most, I am your United States Aviator. Welcome back to another Thursday Brant Steel edition of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. And let me tell you, today is a day. What kind of day is it? I hear you asking.
Danganronpa.
It is International Reptile Awareness Day, I believe. And I don't have beef with all reptiles, I really don't. It's just Komodo dragons. However, I'll put that past me for the next maybe 40 minutes. We have a chunk of Danganronpa characters who I think would either most likely own reptiles, or a reptile of some sort, or would be good reptile owners, like Togami and Celeste. I don't know, it just feels like they got one. It just feels like they got some sort of exotic pet. Junko. Yeah. And Kyoko. Mukuro. And freaking Sayaka? Is the beef over? I guess we'll never know. District 4, we see Hajime, and clearly Gundam. Mikan. I don't know why. I feel like she's so clumsy, and then you just go to her home and you see she has like a giant snake. It's like, how are you not dead? And Nagito's here. District 6, we see Sonya and Teru, who probably owns a snake just to make some disgusting jokes. District 7, we have Genocide Jack, and we have the Agent of Chaos Kotoko. District 8, we have Nagisa, who I felt like may be the most likely Agent of Chaos to own some sort of reptile. Along with Yuta. Monika's here with Jotaro, and as we keep on going down to District 10, we see Miss Angie is back with Gonta. Because, I mean, you know, Gonta's been living in the forest for his whole life. He's got to have made some reptilian friends as well. District 11, Kibo. And we have Karumi. District 12, we see Rantaro, a man of mystery, and Samugi, she probably vibes with some sort of chameleon. They got a little something in common. District 13, Unlucky 13, could it be lucky for Chisa and Daisaku? District 14, Tengen, I don't know why, it just feels like he has, he's not evil, but I feel like he has some sort of evil lair with some sort of, like an alligator. He just looks like an evil villain if you look at him a little bit. Wakizakura. And then we have Seiko and Izio rounding off this game of just 30. So if Chaos reigns today, it could be a fantastic opportunity with just 30 people. However, if it rains today, it would be great if it rains next time. Next time in singles, I think it's going to be a much bigger episode. So let's see what unfolds. Is it going to be a bigger episode next? No. Next one's going to be a bigger episode. Then the one after that, it's the return of Yeet Ball. Yeet Ball comes back one more again in the simulator, and I'm excited to see it. I hope you guys are excited as well. The Yeet Ball champions will defend in just 2 weeks' time. Can they retain again? I don't know. But tell me, first, second, and third today, and which of these people besides Gundam do you think would be the best reptile owner? And what type of reptile would you see them with? I'll answer those questions too. But you answer them in the comments, because the comments are important. So important, in fact. Like this one. Like that one. And even like that one right there. However, we're celebrating reptiles. We do have to, we have to think about one other person, don't we? We do. The champion. So, has not shown his face in singles action at all. He's been hiding in the background, saying that you can't see him because nobody can drag him out of hiding. Or can they? Because Kotoko's here. And you know what that means. She has the opportunity in 3, 2, 1. And it is a growing opportunity to let chaos reign. Or is she waiting for the right time, the right moment? Will order remain instead? Let's find out. Let's see if she's ready to make So do his thing. Or will she just not hit it until the finale and just enter herself in? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but we won't have to wait too much longer because it's time to release. And we will see. Oh, it's fine. It is so fine. It is too fine. In fact, order most definitely remains. Wasn't even close this time. It was much closer when it was a lower level. It was in singles action that was really close on Friday, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. Or was that the Thursday spin? I'm pretty sure it was the Friday spin that was just shockingly close. However, I'm gonna make my picks. And if I'm picking first, I think I'm gonna go with the first ever World Pancake Champion, Kibo. I think Kibo has had the
Danganronpa.
Hunger Games Pancake Championship, and he is like, I miss having gold on my shoulder. He wants to get back into a finale. Kibo, I got him for first. Give me, for second place, give me Miss Mikan. Mikan, she hasn't been silent. But let me tell you, her days of tag team glory, they might be over. She's masqueraded as a champion as a part of Band-Aid. She's been the first ever Agent of Chaos. Was she? Was she the first? I think she was the first. She was the first. She was the first ever Agent of Chaos, which was incredible. And I think that was her very first one as well. And I think today she's gonna prove herself in singles action. Give me Mikan for second. Give me Junko for third because we go. And when I say we go, way back, we most definitely, longer than most anyone else in these games, go way back. In fact, Jack is here too. And it's a very squad happy day. However, I do believe it is time. You guys know what we have to do. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Asnir? You are not Asnir. This is just... I have a quick question. Do you guys know what this is? This looks to me, at least in my eyes, this is a big old box. I do enjoy big old boxes like... We just got a big old box. Wonder what's inside. Yeah, one of the... Is that a PlayStation? I'm sorry, these are impossible to find. It truly can't be. That can't be what's inside of this. It can't be what's inside of this box. No, it can't. That can't be. That literally can't be what's inside of it. Goodness gracious. I never thought I'd see the day. It's a PlayStation 5! What did you do? Asnir? What did you do? I don't know if you know about this chip shortage. Those are near impossible to find, especially at market price. Asnir, what did you do with my PlayStation 5? That's okay. We'll solve this dispute. We'll solve this dispute later. We have a show to do. We are going to go ahead and resimulate. Sorry, it seems Asnir is met with an unfortunate fate. Pablo, how are you doing today? It's been a hot second since we rolled you. I am so glad that you behave and that you don't need to get, elbowed into next week. I didn't do that though. And you didn't see that, because hey, you guys didn't see it either. Let's roll Pablo. Everybody say hi to Pablo. Pablo's my boy. And he's rolling 4. That's almost 5. Good job, Pablo. Good job. And so, on this day, I see clearly. And what I see is that we're resimulating. Not 1 time. Not 2 times. Not 3 times. However, 4. All of these folk here today, for the 30 who stand tall to perhaps be reptile owners, re-simulate 5. 5 times secret achievements are in play. Retribution is on its way. And so is the OC episode 1 for this season. OC submissions close this Sunday. If you haven't entered, be sure to enter. But that's a future me problem. The current me problem is that my PlayStation 5 is missing because of Esnir, and we have a show to get on the road. Let's go ahead, let's proceed, and we will see what unfolds, ladies and gentlemen. Hornbears, I heard you're not on your break anymore. It's good to see you once again, especially since we are going to sound the horns. Awesome. Fantastic. Nagisa runs away from the cornucopia. Nagito gets a kitchen knife. Angie strangles Tengen after engaging in a fist fight. Sayaka cries in despair, accomplishing nothing. Izuyoi trips over his own feet and breaks his neck on the way down. You know what? You've won and you've been a tag team champion. I can't feel too bad for you anymore. Yuta runs away from the cornucopia. Gonta runs away as well. Sonya and Daisaku fight for a bag. Daisaku actually gives up and runs off. He's like, you know what? She's won 4 times in a season. I have never won. Let me count my chickens before they hatch and run off. Junko ignores the opening assembly and plays video games with Monica instead. Uh-oh. And this is how it all began. Celeste runs away from the cornucopia. Samugi bashes Kyoko's head against a rock several times. That sounds very painful. Karumi bashes Hajime's head against a rock several times. You know, it sounded painful the first time, and then I said it again, and it sounded just as painful, actually. Poor those two, as Kotoko just runs away from the cornucopia. Togami decides to head back to the cornucopia to look for supplies that may have been left during the bloodbath, but when he finds the middle of the arena, the cornucopia, it's just not there. Just like my PlayStation 5 is there. Just like my PlayStation 5. Rantaro runs away from the cornucopia. Teru and Kizakura try to find a way to escape. Kibo finds a canteen full of water. Mukuro runs away from the cornucopia. Seiko and Jotaro are engaged in a brutal, bare-knuckled brawl. It's one of the most vicious fights of their lives, with each bone-shattering punch threatening to kill. After hours of exchanging blows, it finally ends with Jotaro no wins to his name, but he takes out 3-time tag team champion Seiko, most of anybody ever. Gundam seriously contemplates suicide. Mikon grabs a machete. Genocide Jack. What is that you got in your hand there? I think I know what that is. That looks like an invitation to the World Pancake Championship, and you know, it does my heart some good to see some squad peeps getting in there. Jack, you go, you win. May the pancakes be in your favor. Chisa takes a handful of throwing knives as we proceed. It is day 1. Mukuro lays on the ground, watching the leaves falling, painting the scenery crimson. Genocide Jack confesses how much he's come to hate Kizakura. Kizakura says, feelings mutual. Daisaku picks up a Christmas gift far in advance. Yeah, I was gonna say you were mad early, but you know what? That is honestly not a terrible idea with how items are so unavailable, depending on what you're looking for. And back-to-back invitations because Jotaro, Chisa, and Gundam hold an intervention for me in my pancake addiction, which doesn't exist. But they are all entirely confused on what an intervention is. They also must be confused on what an addiction is, because they buy me a whole bunch of pancakes, further enabling my addiction, which doesn't exist. This earns them all entry. Every single one. I'm talking you, Jotaro. I'm talking you, Chisa. And I'm talking you, Gundam. In this World Pancake Championship Invitational, which is quickly filled up at the start of this episode, and it's not over yet because Samugi immediately wakes up and has pancakes for breakfast, also entering the World Pancake Championship Invitation. No. I love to see that. But you know what I don't love to see after all the beauty that is pancakes? Nagito joining the Balloon Protection Squad. We don't love to see that. That is terrible, unfortunate, and nasty. Gonta spends the whole day a while rocking around in shoes made of Legos. He's transcended beyond humanity. Nagisa and Kibo take turns jumping in a pile of leaves. That's actually the most pleasant thing that I've seen in these games in a hot second. Angie uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of Yuta, but the spell fails because there's nothing to suck out. Sonya catches Kurumi crawled up in a ball, rocking back and forth, sucking on her thumb. It seems like she's lost it. Kotoko's not funny. She's never been funny. And heck, she will never be funny. Rantaro, Sayaka, and Celeste start fighting, but Sayaka runs away as Rantaro takes out Celeste. Rest in peace to her. You hate to see it. And you also hate to see Sayaka running away. You could have saved Celeste, and you just ran off Sayaka. Almost at... Well, I guess you know what? Maybe she's still salty that I created a squad against her, and Celeste is a member of that squad. It's not defunct either. Hey! Mikan, Monica, Togami, and Teruteru and Junko are just hunting for other tributes. We didn't lose too many. We only lost 6. 6? Honestly, it sounds like not too many, but that brings us down to a standard-sized game. It was actually, what, 1/5 of the competition? 20% are gone in one day, and that leaves us with a Claire de Lune 4. Tengen, Izuyoi, Kyoko, Hajime, Seiko, Celeste. Most of those were in the bloodbath even, which is shocking. Not much on day 1. I guess the tributes are chillin'. And as we see the chill tributes, we still have Togami, Junko, Mukuro, freaking Sayaka, Gundo, Mikan, Nagito, Sonya, and Teruteru, the entirety of the team from Ultra Despair Girls, Jack, Kotoko, Nagisa, Yuta, Monica, and Jotaro. The entirety of the V3 squad here as well, with Angie, Gonta, Kibo, Kurumi, Rantaro, and Samugi, and we still have the remaining 3 from from just 3, Chisa, Daisaku, Kizakura. Only one will win, or more than one, but the only 2 for certain will go on to the Retribution match. Who will they be? I don't know. But I do know that it's time to proceed. It's time to keep going, and it's time to see what unfolds as we go on. It is night 1, and Togami burns down Avi's wares and despairs. Togami swears it was an accident. You know what? Gonta, on the other hand, saw Togami. He says he saw Togami deliberately burn it down. But because I believe Togami a little bit more than Gonta, I think Gonta's eyes might have deceived him, his glasses might have fallen off. I believe Togami just a little bit more. I'm gonna let this whole ordeal slide. Togami, you can go and run off. I think it was an accident. You wouldn't do that on purpose, or you value buildings and money. You better. Teruteru, Kibo, and Yuta cheerfully sing songs together. Kizakura rigs Samugi's shelter with explosives, but accidentally trips over the detonator, blowing himself and the shelter to smithereens. Kotoko just thinks about home. Rantaro attempts to climb a tree, but falls to his death. Rest in peace to the falling Rantaro. Monica stood in the ashes of a trillion dead souls. Asked the ghost if honor matters. The silence was their answer. As Jotaro gets buff with some dumbbells, Mukuro does a quick prayer to Atua before going to sleep. Mikan introduces Nagiso. I completely mashed up their names. Nagito and Genocide Jack to her imaginary friend, but there's nobody there. Sonya hits some sweet chin music on Daisaku. He might be knocked out right now, but I believe he's still alive. Kurumi uses the Spirit of the Great Pumpkin to change the arena date to October. You know, it is funny. It is hilarious that this event has been in for so long, and now it's only coming up in October, and I think that just makes it a little bit funnier to me. Kurumi, you gotta check the calendar, girl. You gotta check the calendar. Nagisa buys a deed to a house. Now he can have parties every week. Sayaka poisons Junko's drink. She drinks it and dies. Okay, look. Hold on. Just, hold on 1 second. Yo, look, Sayaka, I know that I said we could be cool. We could maybe be cool, and maybe this beef was over, but if you keep targeting my homies, the squad, you took out Celeste, and I was like, okay, that's one. That's just one. She wouldn't do that again. And now you're taking out Junko, and if you also take out Jack, I think we might have to throw hands. I think we might have to throw hands. Watch yourself. But that's neither here nor there. Let's keep going. Gundam jumps into the sky and finishes off Tisa with his signature Gundam kick. And Angie rejects your reality and substitutes her own, consequently ending up dead. Watch yourself, Sayaka. We'll proceed and we will see. It is day 2. AV forces Kotoko to work at the arena supermarket. AV's wears and despairs. As a cashier after it becomes a little understaffed, just a smidgen, because everyone's getting jobs at a different supermarket apparently. Kurumi and Kibo think this is a good opportunity to score free food from her, but she is the agent of chaos. She's gonna make sure that nobody gets anything free. Jotaro and Togami have a picnic on a cliff. Nothing goes wrong, surprisingly. Monica and Genocide Jack have a picnic on a cliff on the other hand. I comment how nice that is, and suddenly the cliff falls from beneath them both, killing them. That's right, Sayaka, I did that. So that you couldn't get to her. Don't you dare. I'll take credit for that one. Nagisa confesses how much he has come to hate Gundam. Gundam kills Nagisa with his own weapon. That's why you don't admit your hate to someone standing right in front of you. Sonya, her allergies are so bad that she sneezes the arena right back to April. Well, there's autumn allergies and now there's spring allergies. There's just no winning, is there? Gonta gets off to a rocky start with his new professor. Freaking Sayaka. Nagito, Mukuro, Teru, Daisaku raids Samugi's camp while she's hunting, and Yuta's phone rings. There's no caller ID when he picks it up. It's just Mikon on the other line, hurling insults at him. How could you, Mikon? We are down another 8. That brings us down to 16, and after this, Claire de Lune 4. Kizakura, Rantara, Junko, Chisa, Angie, Monica, Genocide Jack, Nagisa. I'm okay. Yeah, this is one episode. Really is trying to reignite this feud. I'm not trying. Look, I've been good. I've been good, you guys. I've been good. Sayaka's the one who's misbehaving. I say we're through with this whole beef thing, and then she targets the members of my faction. Granted, it's a faction against her, but how dare she? How dare she, eh? Togami's still in, along with Mukuro. Danganronpa 2 seeing great success, only losing Hajime. They still have Gundam, Mikon, Nagito. Sonya and Teru. District 7 still has Kotoko. District 8 with Yuta, and District 9 with Jotaro. District 10 still has Gonta. 11 is still completely in with Kurumi and Kibo, and District 12 still sees Samugi. Daisaku, the man without a win, is the only person remaining from Danganronpa 3. And will I throw hands with Sayaka? I don't know. Secret achievements are still in play. None of them have happened just yet. But there are some in play that could happen right as we continue. What else will unfold? We still have 16 left, 6 more into your saving grace picks, and we're gonna get there as we start night 2. Kotoko finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. This awakens something inside of Daisaku. RNG. Stop. At least that wasn't Haiji, because that would have been the most cursed thing that has ever happened in these games. Nagito and Kibo tell each other their greatest fears in order to grow each other's trust. Samugi and Gundam get onto a balcony and watch the stars together. Gonta reminisces about Season 7. This is a good one. Sonya finds a stereo and presses play. It plays some sick beats. Kurumi throws what she thinks is a Molotov at Yuta. Turns out the Molotov is just a rag. It's not even on fire. Sayaka signs a petition to change American football to yeet ball. Sayaka, it's almost too little too late. This beef is almost restarted, ignited. You. Mukuro finds an Etch-a-Sketch somehow and ends up breaking in frustration. Mikon and Teru get lost in the coldest part of the arena. Jotaro's unknown sponsor is me! Do I sense some bias here? Well, I got a soft spot for those who haven't won before. There's not too many of them. And Togami gets a hold of my soundboard. Within an hour, he is struck down for playing copyrighted music. I'm starting to believe that maybe you did burn down AVs. It seems like you're committing a lot of crimes here. Togami, do we have to talk? Crimes that cost me? Togami? It's day 3 as Gonta, Sonya, and Mikon, Kibo, and Nagito hunt for other tributes. Teru gets drenched in honey sticky. At least you weren't allergic. It's happened very often. Togami and Daisaku have a picnic on a cliff. That's not really that nice. It's not. Don't know. I didn't. Okay. Apparently, I commented how nice it is. I was like, you know, Togami wouldn't just have a picnic with anyone, so they must have some true bonds. And suddenly, the cliff falls from beneath Togami and Daisaku, killing them. I take no fault for that one. That's not me. I did just comment. I got a soft spot for the folks who haven't won before, and then Daisaku perishes. Mukuro begins to back Gundam to kill her. He refuses keeping Mukuro alive. Sayaka seems to be dead. It's a lie, apparently. Unfortunate as Yuta. Totaro, so you can carve the scarier pumpkin. Kurumi accidentally blurts out the fact that she likes Tsumugi in a non-platonic way. Tsumugi accepts the confession wholeheartedly. And Kotoko sets up an ice cream shack, but nobody comes, as we just see 2 perish. That brings us down to 14. And apparently this is my fault according to RNG, but you know, it's not. This Claire de Lune is not my fault. Togami. Daisaku. No, this Claire de Lune is your fault. That's right, you. You guys suggesting these events with my jinx? No, it's your fault. We'll see everybody's statuses. We're down to 14. It's Mukuro, freaking Sayaka. Gundam, Mikan, Nagito, Sonya, Teru. Danganronpa 2, they're just crushing apparently. Whenever they're grouped together, they just crush apparently. Kotoko, Yuta, Jotaro, Gonta, Kibo, Kurumi, Tsumugi. V3's not doing too bad, but Danganronpa 3, they are, I won't say anything. I will say they're not doing good. I will say that they are completely out. Unfortunate, but we will keep going. I do believe we must continue. As we proceed, we see Mikan and Jotaro get onto a balcony and watch the stars together at the start of night 3. Look at those stars, they're beautiful. Tsumugi, Teru, and Gundam enter a scrum debate with Mukuro, Yuta, and Sonya. They argue over which victim had the saddest death. Maki grabs Sayaka by the throat. Look at, Maki's not even in this game, but she's getting her dang revenge for the squad on Sayaka. You love to see this, you know what, the feud is reigniting. This RNG has laid it out. I was really gonna end it, but RNG's just like, no, it really is. You guys see this, right? You see. Kibo gets infected with the despair disease. Kibo starts insulting everyone who passes him by relentlessly. Kotoko overpowers Gonta, killing him. That is incredibly shocking because that is a big buff man. And Kurumi stands outside of Nagito's camp with a candy pail. Nagito gives Kurumi a rock? If only it hadn't happened earlier in the season, Kurumi, you might have just gotten a secret achievement. We will proceed. It is day 4. Teru dives into a pile of plushies. But the plushies prove to be too much for him and Teru drowns. Tsumugi receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a giant stuffed bear. Kotoko and Nagito hunt for other tributes. Yuta reminisces about season 4. Jotaro plays patty cake with Sonya. That's cute. That's honestly a very wholesome event. Kibo fishes. Mikan tells Sayaka that she's not a clown, but she's the whole circus. Tell him, Mikan. Mukuro asks Gundam for Gundam's axolotl. Gundam gets confused. I think he would be the one most likely to have one, and Kurumi discovers a river. We lost another 2. That brings us down to 12. It is now a much slower grind until we get the feast or a secret achievement, not a secret achievement, or an arena event rather. For right now, it is a Claire de Lune that was not my fault for. Gonta. Teru. And we'll see everybody's statuses. No secret achievements have hit yet. But they could. Mukuro, Sayaka, Gundam, Mikan, Nagito, Sonya, Kotoko, Yuta, Jotaro, Kibo, Kurumi, and Tsumugi. And just to double check, there are indeed 12 left. Half of a standard sized game and 2 more until your saving grace picks. However, we know that things could turn around very quickly. We could immediately go down to your final 2. Because this simulator does do some wild things sometimes. Will it do something wild as we click proceed? I don't know. But we will find out, and we will find out together, because as we go on, it is night 4. And Sonya looks at the nighttime sky. Mukuro, my ride or die, dies. From hunger, in fact. Kotoko, Tsumugi, and Jotaro discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Mikan wants to pretend, rather, that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. She could really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Sayaka gets a hold. No. She doesn't get a hold of my soundboard. She steals, thieves my soundboard. She plays the secret achievement music, and luckily this season that's not a secret achievement. We'll continue. Yuta dyes his hair purple. Kurumi, Nagito, and Gundam play a game of Monopoly. Kurumi loses all of her properties and flips the game board over. That's Monopoly for you. And Kibo, he doesn't just get a hold of my soundboard. In fact, Sayaka stole it. I got it back, and I just gave it to Kibo because I was like, Kibo, you know what? I got you. You are my pick. I got you, sir. Do what you do best, and please make sure Sayaka does not win, even if it means taking her out and taking yourself out with you, because let me tell you, it would make you absolutely glorious. Let's continue, and let's see what unfolds as we proceed. It is the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Kotoko decides not to attend. Sayaka decides not to attend the feast. Kurumi grabs a warm sweater from the cornucopia. Oh, there's some more pancakes down there, isn't there? Those are pancakes that I see, aren't they? Sonya and Kibo work together to get some more supplies. Let me tell you, Mikon challenges Jotaro and Yuta to an Anything That Goes pancake competition. Mikon! I like that moxie. That you're murdering Jotaro and Yuta. Well, I don't like that you had to kill them to do it, but you know what? You still ate a pancake. I'm gonna let the murder slide, and I'm gonna put you on this list because, hey, you have been tag team champ. Maybe you want some gold, not in singles action, but in pancake action. There you go. Tsumugi is unable to convince Gundam not to kill her, and Nagito falls into a frozen lake and drowns. That is actually a lot of people gone, and we still have a day to get through. We might be at your final 5 after the next day. Gundam, are you? Because I'm not. Gundam is ready for the year of the Sayaka. I'm not. Kotoko takes a sip of tea, but the scalding hot liquid proves too much for her, and she spits it into Mikon's face. Kibo is unable to convince Sonya not to kill him, and Kurumi goes on a cereal balloon popping spree. We lost Kibo. It's a sad time. But more importantly, as we proceed, we lost 6. That is half of the field that we have. 6 gone and 6 remain. Which means after this Claire de Lune, 4. Mukuro, Jotaro, Yuta, Tsumugi, Nagito, Kibo. We've had a crazy day for World Pancake Championship. We don't usually get a lot in this simulator, but it has popped up again and again. And as we see everybody's statuses, we are down to 6. And one of them I really don't want to win, especially after the game that she's had. Ladies and gentlemen, how are your picks doing? Kibo just died. I was hoping that he could carry on like my wayward son. However, it is indeed time to make your saving grace picks. It's your final 6, and we see freaking Sayaka remains. That question mark's about to be gone because I think she's earned the freaking back. After today, Gundam remains. He's got 3 KOs to his name. Mikon is also here, as well as sheep wrangling Sonya. The agent of chaos, Kotoko, is trying to make it in on her own merit. Can she do that today? She can make it in and then still reign chaos. That could be her MO. Or she could make Retribution and Kurumi. She could have herself a show. Her and Mai are already in tag team action for the finale, but could she make herself available for singles action? I don't know, but make your saving grace picks known first, second, and third in the comments. Like your comment on your comment, like and subscribe to the channel because you know it helps out. Edit your comment, do whatever you gotta do, because comments are a little strange on YouTube sometimes, but make your saving grace picks known. And I will make mine known as well because I got Sonya. She hasn't won in a warm minute, nay, a hot minute. I think the Sheep Wrangler is gonna wrangle herself another victory today. Give me Kotoko for second. I don't think she's gonna pick up the win, but boy do I think that she's going to do work in Retribution action. in the first ever Retribution Rumble. And to top it all off, I'm picking not Sayaka. That's right, anyone else for third place, just not Sayaka. It's not about who wins, it's about the Mets. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe it is time to go on. I do believe that we have just 6 people left. I do believe that between freaking Sayaka, Gundam, Mikan, Sonya, Kotoko, and Kurumi. I do like 5 out of 6 of these characters. I like 6 out of 6 of these characters, but let me tell you, I got hard beef with one of them. They all are standing strong, moving forward with the same steely determination as that of... yes. A samurai woman. This is where moments happen. Within the final 10, we might see something crazy, something zany. As we proceed, we see that Night 5 begins with Kotoko finding a care package, but she's actually not able to open it. Who locked it up like this? Gundam loves all of the V3 survivors equally, Maki, Himiko, and Saki? Sonya challenges Sayaka to a dance-off. Sonya absolutely dominates. Sayaka, you gotta work on your moves apparently. And Mikan and Kurumi keep daring each other to do something spooky in the spookiest of months. We will proceed once again. It is day 6, and lo and behold, I am just not great at picking this season because Mikan, Sayaka, Kurumi, Kotoko, and Gundam go on a trip to the arena's new apple orchard. You guys didn't know about the apple orchard. It's brand new. Maybe you'll see something happen there. And Sonya accidentally steps on a landmine, which means as we proceed, we go on and we see, we just lost the one, and, 2 I picked, so, maybe this Clarity Loon, I'm sorry, this is a terrible turnabout that is my fault. Sonya. Yeah, I might take the blame for that one. That one might be my bad. That one might be my bad. We'll see everybody's statuses. We still have freaking Sayaka, Gundam, Mikan, Kotoko, and Kurumi, and I'm just hoping for anyone but Sayaka. Anyone. I would love to see Gundam take the win. Mikan too. Kurumi, yes. Yes. Seeing Kurumi, you guys, I don't know if you knew, but me and Kurumi, we go way back. I think she was my favorite. She was one of my favorites from V3. I liked her. Liked her design at least. And then there's Kotoko, who I would love to see get a seasonal win instead of being the preseason princess. But will that happen today? Or will it be Sayaka's opportunity to prove that she's an unstoppable force in these games, because boy does she have a lot of wins to her name. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your final 5. And within your final 5, freaking Sayaka, Gundam, Mikan, Kotoko, and Kurumi are all caught when we like to call it crises of fate. Are you ready? Are you steady? Do you enjoy spaghetti? I hope so, because we're about to see who slurps up a victory today. It is night 6, and things... Kurumi, Gundam, Mikan have a battle at the edge of a cliff. The ground suddenly gives way, and Kurumi and Gundam fall off the edge. Oh no. Mikan survives, ensuring that freaking Sayaka will go on to the Retribution match. But I will tell you something. Kotoko does us all an extreme solid. You know what she does? She lost repeatedly in chess to Sayaka, and you know what? That's not that you hate to see that. However, Kotoko tosses Sayaka, not the game board. She tosses freaking Sayaka into the campfire, and I'll tell you what, I'll tell you this, that it was absolutely, positively, 120% glorious. Godspeed, Kotoko. Yes! You love to see that, because it is a battle between these two, and I will tell you, nay, I will ask you who. Will it be Mikan, Kotoko? Mikan and Kotoko, both former and current singles agents of chaos. Mikan is a former tag team champion. 2 times, in fact. Former Agent of Chaos, and now she wants some singles glory, but she's not the only one who wants some singles glory. Kotoko is also here. Both of these women have gone on to embrace the chaos, but neither have held the singles title. One of them will be one step closer today. Will it be Kotoko, the preseason princess, getting a seasonal win? Or could it be Mikon, making her way into the singles fray? Kotoko, Mikon. Mikon, Kotoko. With one proceed, we will see that it will either be one of those two or both or neither. The answer is Kotoko makes a dirt statue. Mikon knocks over the head, so Kotoko decapitates Mikon and uses her head instead. Hold up. You know what I just realized? Do you know? You remember who I picked for third? I picked anyone but Sayaka, and do you know what she did to fault me? To make sure that I was incorrect? She got third. She let Kotoko toss her into that fire to spite me. That is what happened. That is the narrative that has been building. She has been listening to this commentary. She has some sort of fourth wall vision. It's because she's psychic. She can hear these thoughts. She can hear what's going on here. That's why she has so many wins. She knows what to do. She's broken the code. I think the only way to stop her is the beef, is to have people on the inside. That's the answer. But that's not the complete answer, especially not to this game, because after this terrible turnabout for Kurumi, Gundam, Sayaka, Mikon, I'll tell you one thing that did happen that was quite delightful. As we see everybody's statuses, there's nobody left but one. And that one, as we proceed, is your winner. She was once known and is still known as the pre-season princess. But not a seasonal win to her name, but that all changes today. She is the singles agent of chaos, but hey, even though chaos didn't reign, she still finds a way to make herself involved in a championship match. Your winner, Kotoko, moving on and taking the win. You love to see it. Kotoko finally pulls off a seasonal win. She has not scrubbed the name Preseason Princess because it is a title to behold. She wins all the time in preseason, but this time she's like, let's shake things up a bit, gets into the championship match during the season. Congratulations to Kotoko, and she still has Chaos to reign as well. This could be her season. As we proceed, we see she takes the win. Kotoko, she's got this. She's going on. Mikon and freaking Sayaka are both going on to something as well, but we'll get to that in a second. Gundam takes 4th, Kurumi in 5th, Sonya in 6th, Kibo in 7th, Nagito in 9th, Samugi in 9th, Nagito's in 8th, Yuta's in 10th. There we go. That's how the numbers work. Kibo, you almost had it for me. You hate to see it. Sonya, you also almost had it for me. It's a shame, man. Kibo almost made it to Saving Grace picks, and Sonya immediately lost after Saving Grace picks. My picks have just not been doing great. Even when I picked for 3rd for anyone but freaking Sayaka, she is luck. That beef is back on. I thought I could last until maybe the new year, and I'd be like, my New Year's resolution is continue not having this beef. You saw what happened. She's literally asking for it. She's begging for it. You saw it. You know. It's not me. It's not me. It's her. However, we won't linger on that. We will linger, however, on this singles bracket, go ahead and bring it up. Kotoko is the sole person who brings up a spot on the bracket today. Congratulations to her. No secret achievements hit, but let me tell you, some of them almost hit. Kotoko gets this one. Congratulations to her. She deserves it. She's earned it. She's gotten herself a seasonal win. It was the first time. The first time. However, she's not the only one who makes a bracket today, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe it is time to see who goes on to the Retribution Rumble. Joining Angie, Kaito, Akane, Pekko, Hina, and Hiro, another two join that fray. Freaking Sayaka and Mikon are both in the Rumble match. And you know what? It's a good cast for a Rumble, I'll be completely honest. We have quite a few more folks, only 8 gone, 22 remain. Who else will earn a spot? I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. There's a ton of spots to get, but I'm excited. I'm excited, especially for tag team Rumble and the OC Rumble, which should be coming at the same time as the other Rumbles, but OC action will be coming soon. Let's go ahead. Let's proceed. And let's end this one off. We see it start with Angie taking out Tengen. She's like, look, you've won enough this season. We're making sure it's not happening in singles action. Angie does a solid for all of us there. But you know who does a solid at the end? Mikon kicking over that dirt statue. Kotoko taking the win on day 7 from District 7. Congratulations to her. Mikon had the most KOs though, 4. Gundam and Kotoko both had 3, everyone else with 1 or less. Kotoko, clearly, District 7, the best district. We will go back to the reaping, and that is the story that was told this go around. It's a good game. It was a good game, and it's a good moment for Kotoko. She had a pretty good game. Chaos didn't reign, it wasn't even close, so she was like, if Chaos isn't reigning, let me make sure that I get my spot. Let me make sure that I get mine was due to me, and she went ahead and she did it. Tag team action tomorrow. It's it's a fun concept. An item doesn't get added tomorrow, but I think we're adding. I added a perk tomorrow, so get excited for that. There's a couple perks that are added actually. Some that I meant to add. Like a proper severed arm or one arm perk is now in there, and a perk dealing with tomorrow's theme. So get excited for that. There's a couple other ones. I think Chainsaw's in there now, should be. I think I gotta fix one thing with it before I say, hey, let's record with it. But it'll be a fun time. Will people get these items or perks? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's what I like about Orteal. We can add a whole bunch of stuff. Don't know if it'll pop up. But it'll be a good time. That is for sure. Stay classy. Year of the Ascent. Toon Link, Day of Anomaly, the Noble Cars, and your United States Aviator. Taking off. Toodaloo. Flight crew. Thanks for watching.